Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a scrapbooking process video. I don't know how long this process video is going to be because I'm using my mixed media background, and when I use my mixed media backgrounds, those layouts kind of go a little bit faster. I know everyone is anxiously awaiting my dream box reveal and going through. It's almost there, guys. It's almost there. So I'll have like a dream box tour, a process of getting it filled, a dream box tour, and then a room tour that I am going to be working on tomorrow on my day off. That and getting out the rest of the stencil of the months. That will all be tomorrow. So anyway, got my stuff. Let's see what I can do. So obviously I have not fixed the glass mat because you're seeing a little bit of the desk underneath, but we will get that fixed. I'm not too terribly, oops, I just kicked a box that's under my desk that I have to put away. I'm not too terribly worried about that. So I have the Let's Get Dotty stencil, and I am going to go ahead and use my Distress Oxide in Blueprint Sketch, and I'm just going to put the oxide right through the stencil over top of the blue. I'm not going for like deep full coverage here. I just want to get these blue dots onto the layout. Now, I wanted the dots on there because when I created the background and I did all of the dots of paint and stuff, it kind of left a little bit of a dot residue. And I was like, I'm going to capitalize on that. And I capitalized on it so much that you really don't see much of the dot residue anymore in the background. You only see the Let's Get Dotty dots. And I'm okay with that. I actually like the way the dots look over top of this layout. It brings me lots of joy. And, you know, that's what should happen, right? Like, you should feel the joy. I'm going to go ahead and use this kind of fishnet almost looking netting. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby a while ago. I've used it a couple times in this project, and it is something that I really like. I think it fits the theme so well. So I am going to use that. I do have to get out my hot glue gun because I actually don't know where my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive is right now, because I am in the middle of rearranging things and I'm just not exactly sure where it is. So I grabbed the hot glue gun. I'm going to let that sucker heat up so that I can actually glue the stuff down. And while I'm doing that, I am going to go ahead and get basically the decoration for this photo, right? This is a photo of our ship, the Disney Fantasy. It is in port right now. I could not tell you which port it is. I don't remember. And I don't think it really matters because all of our port excursions are going in one section. So I'm not too upset one way or the other which one it is. This is just a picture of the ship in port, docked. So I'm going to mat that on some red so that I can get like some pops of color off of all of this blue. And I'm going to bring in another pop of color with this green 3x4 card that has labels on it. I toyed with the idea of cutting out the labels and just having the labels there and kind of ignoring the green. But ultimately I was like, I really like this pop of green. There is a green nowhere else on the layout. It is just this random color that's just kind of there. And every once in a while, I like to do that on my layouts. I just like a little random pop, and there it is, right? Like, there it is, and I am super stoked and super excited that I have it there. So I'm also going to put this Aha Bon Voyage as my title. And that could make no sense to you, or it could make all the sense in the world to you. But to me, it makes sense. I was thinking about bringing in this frame as well, just to kind of substantiate the black bits on this layout. Ultimately, the frame did not make it onto the layout, but I do have this kind of big, kind of clustery photo mat situation going on where the cruise ship photo is on it. And we are going to cover up a good bit of that fun ribbon that I just, I don't think I've hot glued it down yet, but I'm going to cover up a good bit of it. I brought it down a little bit and decided, even though, if you guys remember, I said that I enjoyed the mixed media background with the kind of the stripiness of it going horizontally, I switched that up and I'm going to make it go vertically now. I like it better with kind of the orientation that I have going on with the layout and the photo mat and the whole shebang, right? It feels better that way. So I learn from my mistakes sometimes, and I use my scissors to push down that into the hot glue to make it stick instead of my fingers, because, you know, your girl's got asbestos fingers, because, you know, I've worked in many places with lots of hot stuff, so there is that. I am going to just pop that bad boy down, and then there are some places where the photo is kind of just like hanging off the page. So I decided to bring in some fun foam so that it wouldn't be kind of like leaning over top of the meshy part, right? Like I want it to have like this flatness over top of the meshy part. So I am going to do that. I'm just going to add the fun foam in. It doesn't matter what color fun foam it is. I guess I'm bringing in more of that same green color just as a happy accident. But I'm going to place this down a couple of places underneath of the photo mat just to give it a little bit of lift so it's not kind of humping over that mesh. Now, after I get this done, I decide to bring in a little bit more of the black color, and this is where I decide I'm not going with the frame. I'm actually going to go with these gemstones. So I'm going to put them kind of underneath of the mesh and have it poking out, just so like it's reiterating the circles and it's reiterating the black color, and it's adding a little bit of sparkle and shine because these are faceted to that brown kind of fishnet meshy type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I am digging that 100%. So much fun. And then I'm like, you know what? I need a little bit more on the page. So I put this heart in this open space where the green part is, and this other heart over here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm loving it. I do look at it. I toy with the idea of bringing something down to the bottom of the layout. But ultimately, I decide that I am happy with this. I like it. It highlights the photo. It's a fun decorative background. And it's going to look great in my album with the rest of my pages. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.